Hi everybody, I thought I would show a box opening and a discussion of die grinders or rotary tools. There's actually no difference in the definition between those two things, and I'm going to give you an example of why that's the case. I've got this Dewalt 1.5 inch 40mm die grinder, and I've gotten this because of this. I'm doing more metal sculpture, I guess you would call a knife. And I want to build some other things. I just have to get the metal blanks required big enough to do it. Just not in a position to do forging. So it's just something I'm going to need to find bits and pieces to put together what I need. And I need something to sculpt the metal, basically. And I have a series of grinders. I think you've probably seen a series of grinders. If not, you can check my past videos. I don't think I'll put links because I've had multiple grinders in here. I've got three grinders that I can come up with. I've got a Porter cable grinder and a couple of others whose name escaped me right now. I just use them to grind. I don't really look too much at the labels. In any case, here we have the Dewalt grinder. It is, and I said I was going to do this, thought it's going to be cool. I'm going to basically call it along the lines of a Dremel on steroids, but I found somebody else who had a video who said the exact same thing. So it wasn't the best line in the world to begin with. So just let's put that to the side here. So anyway, this is the die grinder, and if we take a look at these two tools, the fact are that they're exactly the same in basic function. They're basic rotary tools. This one is a paddle based grinder. And the main reason and the thing that separates those is not their use specifically, though I would definitely say that one would be better at grinding metal than the other. But it's their work cycles. The Dewalt is more of a big job tool than the Dremel. But the Dremel was a really active genius. As we all know, all tools usually start big and get miniaturized for other use. Basically, the Dewalt is a Dremel, and a Dremel is a Dewalt. A Dremel is a die grinder in every sense of the word. In fact, if you would look at some of the bits and pieces here, I got a very small example of some of the Dremel stuff I got in the package with this. I got a lot of Dremel bits and pieces around there, but I'm going to take them all out because this will illustrate it. Dremel grinding bit, a couple of Dremel grinding bits, sanding. Oh, here's a cutoff wheel. I do not have a cutoff wheel. There's another grinding round grinder, and this is a cutoff wheel. I do not have a cutoff wheel for the Dewalt, but trust me, they make them. And let's take a look at these. These are the same tools for the die grinder, and this is, you can see we do have a step up in scale. These are similar grinders here, and the dimensions are much much different. So voila, we see the major difference. Dremel is a small job machine, and haven't taken them out of the box, but the Dewalt is a big job machine. So you're liable to see these on industrial sites more often, even ones a lot beefier than this, and chances are they might even be pneumatic or run through air. These are really later developments. The electric die grinder, they had to be able to get the motors powerful enough and small enough to actually do a job for a die grinder. So that's basically where we're at with that. A Dremel is a faster spinning machine. It's smaller, so it's going to take a lot less power to run it. I'm going to be putting the Dewalt out into the field, so you're going to see it actually in use, and I'll be coming up with a review because I want to use it as a small tool when I'm not using my traditional disc grinders. I want something I can go in and just do a little nook and cranny with, and I think I can do it with the Dewalt. And I have these grinding stones. That's not all I've got. I also have a full set of double cut carbide rotary burrs with also a 1/4 inch shank. By the way, the shank in the Dewalt is 1/4 inch. The shank in the Dremel, I believe, is 1/8 inch. So that's another difference. So now I think between these two I can get the job done, but we'll see that in the future. Alright, I just wanted to talk a little high end and low end, not in price, but maybe in performance. But the Dremel would be high end in a home environment or hobbyist environment. The Dewalt would be high end in a more industrial use, or in, say, car repair, or anything you're going to be cutting, either soft metal or hard metal. Any large jobs, you would want the Dewalt. Anyway, I will talk to you later, and I'll be back with some actual video of this in action in the very near future. You have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.